Hey guys, Jake Estrada here. I'm talking about the Golden Crème Corp. So on Monday, on June 29th, it's going to be opening up on Kickstarter. So people have been asking me, Jake, what is the Golden Crème Corp about? And I told them the Golden Crème Corp is like Mad Max meets Hunger Games. It's about the story of the have and the have-nots. It's about young versus old, rich against poor. It's about, people that have conflict and they don't get along, and it brings war upon the planet, and it destroys the planet down to there's very few fractions of people left. And these two last fractions are at odds because they're all trying to pick up the little pieces that are left there, the breadcrumbs, the little remnants of society. And this is what's going on in the Golden Crème Corp. I have two main characters in the story, known as LK and Creek. They're both former military specialists that are now in the compound, protecting this compound, and the outside world's going crazy, and they're trying to maintain the status quo, whatever that may be in their universe. And pretty much this is like our world today. We're living in a society where people are at odds over, racial injustice, and they're tired of police brutality, and they're tired of the old system in play. And this is what the Golden Crème Corp is about, man. It's about, people are fed up and they're lashing out at the old administration because they want change. And sometimes the only way to get change is revolution. And that's what's happening in the world of the Golden Crème Corp. And there's where you get these two ideas, the Mad Max meets Hunger Games, because, if you ever watched those two movies, in the original Mad Max, Max himself was a law enforcement officer trying to maintain the order until they slaughtered his family, and he let go of all society and he went after them. And then the same thing with Hunger Games. They created these games so they could hold on to the status quo, making everybody's focal view on these games and not worry about the issues around them. So ultimately, the Golden Crème Corp is about two characters that are trying to maintain the status quo. And there's a lot more to the story than meets the eye. And it's 32 pages, and that's 32 pages of action, 32 pages of comic book. This is content. This is not fillers with advertisements or anything like that. This is a straight 32 page. It's like a mini graphic novel. It's small, but it's larger than a normal comic, because a normal comic today has about 20 pages of story. And it's going to be on Kickstarter, and it's going to be a phenomenal time. And I mean, this is a story that I worked with Laura Capecchi, who was a Washington, D.C. insider, and she gave me things going on back then, and I crafted the story, and then it sat, idle for a few years, and then I met up with Chuck Fresh. So these are one of the stories that I took, and I revised the story and redrew it all. I made a new cover for it. I did new interior pages. The old pages I put aside. I took some remnants of that story, but reworked the whole entire story because the original version was a bit more comedic, but this one is much more serious. The artwork is much more realistic looking. It's a heavy story, guys, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Like I said, if you enjoy Mad Max and Hunger Games, this is right up your alley. What's going on today around us in the world and everything like that, again, this feeds into that. So hopefully you guys are able to check it out, and you can holler at me. All my social media pages. You can go to Space Coast Comics on Facebook, or you can go for Jake Estrada, or you can go to Pulp Page Productions or Indie Originals. I'm everywhere on Facebook, so you'll find me. I'm also on Twitter, and I'm also on Instagram. So reach out to me, guys. And like I said, I'm also on Kickstarter, and we're going to be launching on June 29th at 8 a.m. on Monday morning. So hopefully I get to see you guys, and you get to check this out, because I'm excited. Hopefully you are. Okay, guys, talk soon. Jake Estrada.